Hello and welcome to a WhatDisB Switch On Learning quick session on Google Forms and quizzes. So using My Tools to Go, you can access Google Forms through Google Drive. You can create a Google Form or survey tool, and you can add questions just as you always have, but you can add a setting that will allow it to operate to assist teachers in creating and collecting information for quizzes. So it's great for formative assessment. So I have just a setup or a basic form here with 2 questions, multiple choice. Google is now trying to assume or guess what the best responses would be based on the type of question that you create. So this one just said yes, no, maybe, so I went with it. Do you like quizzes and forms? And are there many options available? So just a basic quiz. So to activate the quiz tool, you can click on the settings button at the top here and access quizzes. Once you click on this slider, make this a quiz, the teacher now has these options available. So you get to choose how the marks are released or how the grades are released. You can say immediately after each submission, which means once the student is done, they'll get this option here, and they can click on View Your Score, and then they'll see their answers right away. So the point total for the whole quiz, you can automatically collect their account using My Tools to Go. It'll show you that this is incorrect and what the correct answer is, and it showed us here that this one was correct and the amount of points that you got for each question. But if you choose, you can click on Later after manual review, and it will then email them a question, or email them the answers, and you get to do that all at once. You get to choose what the students can see, missed questions, correct answers, and the point values for each. So you get to toggle those on or off depending on how you want to use this tool. So when I go into the question, I can click on it. I get to choose what type of question that I want to assign. And if it's an easy or multiple choice question, I can then assign which answer is correct. The way I do that is I click on Answer key, and it gives me access to choose which answer or answers are correct, and I can assign a number of points if this question is answered correctly. A really neat feature is to add answer feedback. So I can click on Add Answer Feedback, and if the student answered the question incorrectly, I can write down why this answer is incorrect, and I can also attach a link to maybe prove that point, or where more information, or where in the digital book or on the website you can find out that answer. And on the same way, I could also do that for correct answers. I can say, yes, this answer is correct, and here's where the proof is to tell you why that was correct. So excellent materials for students to get instant feedback or to get information of whether they're on the right track or whether they are not. If the teacher clicks on responses, you'll get a little different information on the insights, as Google calls it. It gives you the average number of points that were achieved on this particular question, the median, and the range. So that information is available for each score. So this is actually a summary for the whole quiz. And you could go individually by clicking on the individual tab to see how each student did by response. You can also see when the information was released or when you actually received the quiz. So 2, 3, now the last time I did it, I turned on the email feature, which automatically collects the email of the student, and then I can choose to release their scores, which means they will get an email with the information on how they did on the quiz. And of course, all of this information is collected in a spreadsheet if necessary. So that's a quick overview on Google Forms quizzes feature. Hopefully you can give that a try and it'll benefit you and your students.